$10,000 a month, 3 straight months. Now that's what happened to Madeline after joining my e-commerce program. She's a 15-year massage therapist who spent years developing the Hand Titan, a patented device she invested over $60K into. But here's the problem. When she launched in 2025, she had no real strategy. She had one viral moment, she went to a couple trade shows, some organic posts, but that really barely moved the needle. She was stuck. And so within our 3 months of working together, she went from zero predictable monthly revenue from her product to hitting $10,000 months consistently. And now as we head into November 2025, she'll be hitting her first $20,000 month. Let's bring her on and break down exactly how she did it. Hey, Madeline, just want to introduce you to my YouTube community. You've been a student of mine for the last several months, and quite simply, you've been crushing it. So I really wanted to talk about where you were beforehand, understand what kind of work you did, and really paint the picture of the results that that can accomplish for you. So with that, hi, welcome.
Hi, thanks. Yeah, your program has been game changing for my business. So you've kickstart the rest of my journey.
Well, thank you. So let's just like real quick headline. Last 3 months, what kind of revenue have you been doing?
Last 3 months, $10,000 every month since launching with you guys. So starting the program, it took me about a month for all like the curriculum and to get all the landing page optimized. And then as soon as we started launching, the first month I had luck and started.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's luck. I think a lot of it has to do with the skill and the effort that you put in. Plus, you have an amazing product.
Thank you.
But let's take a step back now. And so, like, can you tell me a little bit about you, your product, and kind of how the Hand Titan came to be?
Sure. Yeah. So I'm a 15-year massage therapist, and I've always wanted to kind of invent something that was going to help people more than my own two hands could affect. So I created my cool little hand device called the Hand Titan. So it's been about 3 years in
Okay.
the making. And so I was really getting a lot of the kinks worked out and trying to do a lot of things on my own. I've only been on the market since the beginning of 2025. So the first half of the year, I was kind of floundering a little bit and trying to figure out stuff on my own. And I was really looking for that next help and step. And that's when I kind of found you. And because I know I needed a little more tools and knowledge in my toolbox in order to really take this kind of product and invention to the next level.
Okay, great. So 3 years in the making, took 2 years just to bring it to market.
Correct.
Wow. And so, like, can you give me a brief overview of what that process has been like? I know you just
Yeah,
got a patent approved, which is super exciting, but like that
Yeah,
whole,
patent approved last week, which so starting the process, it was, probably about a year of prototypes going back and forth with my industrial designer. And then we finally got the perfect design. I went to a patent attorney. And so that was all kind of working together. And so, yeah, it was just a really long process. And I did get really great connections with manufacturing and everybody here. So I've been really lucky on my journey to be connected with the right people, which has been a huge lifesaver. But yeah, it's been a long journey, but I really have a lot of faith in the people I work with, and they've really delivered for me. So
that's awesome.
yeah.
Okay, so 2 years developing the product. Can I ask, like, how much money did you invest in that development process?
Overall, probably $60,000 or more, a little more
Wow.
after patent and
Okay.
manufacturing and all the things.
Okay, so you started 2025, 60K in the hole. And I think when you launched, you had like 1 or 2 really good months of like being viral, right?
Yeah, I had like 1 month, like in like a month and a half of having some viral traction on Instagram. And then it
Okay.
kind of fizzled out on its own naturally, as a lot of viral kind of things do.
So what were you doing though? Like, did you have one post that just went viral or what
So
happened?
what it was, I think, so one of the nail artists who really loved my product, she's a CEO of a press-on academy. She had posted a video of it, I believe, on TikTok, I think was the big catalyst for the viral moment. And then, so yeah, I had a big bump there with followers, sales, just, I believe, from that
Okay.
organic post of hers.
And so one post and that not even from you, but from a fan, that brought in what, like 20,000 in sales?
Yeah, about that.
Okay. Without her, what was your strategy at that time? What was the go-to-market strategy?
Oh gosh. So I didn't really have, so in the beginning of the year, I had taken my product to the Arnold Fitness Classic, trying to get it in the hands of like the fitness world,
Hmm.
just trying to see what niche may have really taken to my product at first. And so I was trying to nail that down before I met you. And then you really kind of helped me pin down the massage therapist niche. And I think
We'll,
that was
we'll
our
we'll
goal.
get into that, but
Okay.
I want to understand, like, because I think a lot of people that will watch this video are in a similar boat to where you were, where
Mm.
they don't have that go-to-market strategy and they're kind of figuring it out as they go. And
Hmm.
so I guess, like, were you basically like, hey, I'm gonna go to a fitness thing, see how it does there. I'm gonna go to a hairstylist thing, see how it does there, and you would just
Yes.
keep going to these different, like, what is it,
Trade
like trade
shows.
shows?
Yep. So I had gone to a dental convention
Okay.
before, and then I had gone to the fitness convention in February, and that was about it. Everything else
Okay.
was I was trying to do my webs on social media organically.
So, like, what do you mean? Like, you make a post and just put it out
Yeah, I
there?
would make a post,
Okay.
kind of drive them to my website and
And did
things.
that drive sales?
Not a ton. No, it was very
Okay.
minimal sales from that organic push to
Okay.
it was like maybe a sale or one or two sales like every few days.
Oh, wow. Every few. Okay.
Yeah, it was
Because now you
very
got like 10 to
scarce.
20 a day. So it's a little bit different.
A lot.
Okay. So wait. So that's where you were. And I guess I'm curious because we met around June,
June.
or like late May, June, somewhere around there. But like
Mhm.
before then, where were you mentally and emotionally about the business?
I think emotionally, I was just kind of dipping my toe and seeing kind of what hit. I knew I wanted to be smart with my money at first. So I tried to do it like organically and on social media to see if that would produce any result. And I always had the intention of wanting to do ads and on Facebook and Meta. I just wasn't sure how. And I didn't
Okay.
want to just dive into it without any prior knowledge. So I knew that was kind of the goal in the last half of the year for business, like because I knew the viral moment wasn't sustainable. So I was looking for that thing that was going to help sustain the business.
Okay. And because I know that we've talked about like right now, you're pretty much like a part-time massage therapist, right?
Mhm.
I think you
Correct.
have like your select clients that you love working with, but that's it. At
Right.
this time in May or April, were you full-time or were you still doing like kind of the part-time stuff?
Definitely still full time. I mean, full time seeing it was just 3 days a week because I have my
Okay.
daughter. But yeah, even in the new year, I'm dropping down to just 2 days just so I
Okay.
can spend more time and effort on putting out creative and doing hand tighten stuff.
Okay. Yeah, because no, Hand Titan's slowing up, so it's amazing. But okay, so like back in May, that's kind of where you were. I'm curious, like how expensive was it to go to a trade show?
Depending on the size of the trade show, the Arnold, since it does bring in around 100,000 participants a year, I believe it was around $3,000,
Oh crap.
3 days.
All right,
It's
but let me ask you this. Like when we launched ads, that $3,000 on ads could have, I mean, the ROI would have been,
crazy.
a little
Yeah.
different. Okay.
And so that is why I have made the strategic decision not to do it this upcoming year because I
Mhm.
do really want to put that money towards ads and creative and kind of see because I think that could have way better ROI.
Although if you're filming there, that could be a good creative. Like you could chalk that up to the creative
That's
filming
true.
budget.
Expense. And so I'm thinking I might do it every other year
Hmm.
just
Or
yeah.
maybe there's like a smaller one you can go to just to get the same kind of people trying it out, get their reactions. Like that would just be good footage to have.
Yeah, they even have like a massage therapy
Oh wow. Okay.
like association one, so I was considering that. So maybe next year I'll take it to the massage convention
Hmm.
and see how that goes. It's just like, when you get to a trade show, it's just like that segment of people, versus online, which you're
Well,
reaching.
that's the thing. Like, I wouldn't go to a trade show looking for sales.
Yeah,
What I'm looking for is footage, affiliates,
exposure.
exposure.
Mm,
Like, sales happens months after the work in right? Like,
correct.
that would be my
Yeah,
thought.
you're
But
just trying to really break even
mhm,
at a lot of trade shows.
which now we're in a different world. So, okay,
Yeah.
let's talk about what happened. So, in May, you were looking for help. What kind of help were you looking for specifically?
So I was really looking for somebody to really guide me on how to launch Facebook and Meta ads appropriately, how to really target a demographic. And in May, I really knew knew my website wasn't aesthetically where I wanted it to be. I had kind of had somebody format it on Fiverr on my own, and then I had somebody try to optimize it, and it was just very generic looking. And so I paid money for something I clearly could have done myself.
Yeah.
So I was looking just for like, a more legit looking website too.
Okay.
hmm
All right, got it. And so I don't even remember. Like, were you talking to other people? Was I the only
There was
conversation you
one other
had?
coach I was
Okay.
talking to, and the prices were way more, and I didn't feel like an authentic kind of thing. It just seemed kind of scammy a little
Okay.
bit, like a lot more money, and didn't seem like it had nearly enough. Kind of like
So what was it about
one-on-one.
our conversation where you were like, yeah, I can throw this guy a couple grand and get some help?
I don't know. I just got a authentic vibe that you really were just looking to help like startup companies and not trying to scale like somebody to $100,000 a month. Like, that just almost sounds like too good to be true. What's the catch? So
Yeah.
yours, it seemed like just like at the exact moment I needed you. Like I found your ad and I kind of just felt
Okay.
that was in the group coaching calls were also really great
Cool. So yeah,
educational.
we'll get into that. So then you joined the program.
Yeah.
What was your initial feedback on joining the program? And like, how long did it take you to launch ads? And like, what did we do in that time?
Yeah, so I think I signed on with you in late June, and then I hit the ground running on the curriculum in your program. And every night for a few hours every night, I would really hone in on the swipe files, looking at all the gem page layouts. Who did I want to look like? Like, what did I want it to look like? So
Cool.
it probably took me a solid month to really hone in the landing page that I really like and to get the conversions around the 2 to 3% where we wanted. And then I launched ads July 24th, so just about exactly a month.
Okay.
And then since then, yeah,
Wow. Okay.
the promise was the 10,000 came.
Can I ask you, just selfishly, because I talk about in my pitch all the time, I talk about the story codex. Was that helpful? Did you enjoy that? Like, was that important for you or what? I mean, what would you
It
say
was,
about
I
that?
would say I used it moderately. I think it's really great for, it was great to fill out in the beginning just to really put on paper, like exactly like what demographic, what are the pain points,
Yeah.
what are objections, like to actually have them on paper. And I did refer to them a little bit in the
Okay,
beginning and
cool.
putting together the landing page and
Okay,
things.
perfect. And so,
Mhm.
all right, so then you built a landing page. I showed you kind of how to do that, and then you skillfully did it yourself. I think like the first landing page, like we launched ads. I remember it was really, really good at first, and then I think obviously some trouble hit, right? And then
Right.
what was that trouble like? I
I
think it was
think the
just a
trouble.
low conversion, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
I just got to a really low conversion. I had tried another landing page with a lifestyle image that wasn't really hitting in the massage
Hmm.
demographic as much. We started with the headline, Massage Longer, Hurt Less. And it was working, and then all of a sudden it wasn't. So I changed up the hero banner to a lifestyle image, and then
Yeah.
that really didn't do much. And so I kind of went back to the drawing board on the hero image and everything, and I really tailored my landing page to a company called Floss, who was really great. So it kind of really structured it
I
well.
love that, the funnel hacking.
Yeah, the funnel hacking.
Yeah. Okay. So hit that issue, and I'm curious, like how, our program, group calls, one-on-ones, how all of that helped you through that first hurdle that you had to face.
Yeah, well, I think over the first hurdle, it just really helped me looking at some of the other companies that you work with, like Third Bottle. Like I was looking at some of their, or
Hmm.
right, is that their name, her name?
Yep. Yeah. Janine's. Yep. Third
Janine's,
bottle.
yeah. I think it just really
I would
helped
love for
me.
you to like design her site. It needs some work, and I feel
Right.
like,
Hey,
yeah.
your advice on the drunk test was game changing.
Tell the people the drunk
So you
test.
said either the drunk test or the mom test. If you're drunk and can't get to the product and buy it off your website when you're drunk, it's too much.
Yeah.
So like if there's too many words, if there's too much going on. Oh, that was the issue with the first landing page. It was too much colors, too much going on.
Yeah.
So, and long story short, simplify, make it clean, make it easy. And that
Yeah.
was a really big
So
thing
what
that
was
really,
like the conversion rate of the first landing page you did? It was like 1.5, I think.
yeah, it was good for a bit. Like,
Yeah.
I think we had pretty high conversions the first few weeks just because I think it was just
I
like,
mean, yeah, as soon as you launched ads, it was a 10 ROAS for the first like 3 weeks.
yeah,
It was
yeah. And
ridiculous.
then I really got, and then I got brought back down to reality. And then after that kind of slowed down, then I'm like, okay, that was just
Yeah.
kind of like momentum. That wasn't authentic. So yeah,
And then now the website's converting at like 3.5, I think, right?
yeah, three and a half
Okay.
since me and you talked and we turned off the Google stuff.
Yeah.
It's been converting over three ever since.
Okay, perfect. So, all right. So, like, big picture, then you got help. You came in, you got help with the website, the landing pages, emails, a little bit of email work and everything there, plus understanding the ads. If we look back, like, on a scale of 1 to 10, what was your knowledge of like Facebook ads before we started, and what's your comfort level of Facebook ads today?
Oh my gosh. Zero before, maybe 0 0.5. Like, of course, you see them everywhere, but I had no idea what to do. But now, 9.5. I feel like I'm a
Okay,
pro.
amazing. That's amazing. And
Yeah.
what does that feel like? I guess what's the impact that that has on just your confidence running the business?
Yeah, I feel like a lot of pride. I just feel like, I'm not going to be taken advantage of by maybe other marketing companies or other people who overpromise a lot
Yeah.
of things when it comes to digital and creative. Like, the program has made it so easy to really just kind of like figure it out, and like and using ChatGPT to give you great ideas. Like, it's so easy to do on your own. It just takes a little time to do it.
Yeah, it's that first hurdle. It's like once you get past the basics, you can figure, but it's those basics are so hard, you
Fair,
know?
but then also your and Gion's advice of like diversifying the creative is really important.
Yeah.
Which I'm really trying to just like do all different kinds of things, from AI images with stats to talking over reels. Like you said, I think that's the best
Yeah.
thing in the long run is just
Yeah.
trying everything.
Okay. And okay, so like I guess so I want to understand kind of like any advice you'd have for somebody who was in a similar position as you before. And then after that, we can kind of talk about what's next and what scaling looks like from here and when you're going to be able to quit working as a massage therapist altogether and just be a full-time ecom business owner. So first, like any advice for anyone who was in that spot where you were 5, 6 months ago?
Yeah, if you're not sure of what you're doing in this market and you're a direct to consumer brand and you really don't want to have to hire, you don't have the overhead to hire a company to do it for you, and you really want to like get your own knowledge on how to do this, your program has literally been priceless. And the like knowledge that I've learned just over the last 4 months, like I'll continue to use this and scale and hopefully just like grow and grow and grow. So the best thing is just finding a mentor who really just like you feel a connection with, that can really just like guide you. Just
Yeah.
really trust in the process, put in 100%, and you'll get out what you put into it.
I mean, you got out way more than you put in, you know?
I did. I
Yeah,
did.
I think you like ROI'd like the third week or something like that.
Yeah.
Which is
I know, because
awesome.
I think the first question I asked you, you said nobody had asked you. It was like before the program started, before I signed up, I'm like, how many people in the program recoup their initial investment? And you're like,
Yeah.
oh, nobody had asked that. I'm like, so yeah, I definitely recouped it in the first couple of weeks for
Yeah, I
sure.
think I would say the majority of people who put in the work do recoup the investment. You did it very, very fast, you
And
know,
it also
and
helps my product is, at a price point where you're able to do that. I
we
know
didn't even talk about that. So, all right, what was your price before we met?
before you. So I was listing my hand Titan for 35 a piece.
Okay.
And then after working with you, you've helped me. So we started it at, so now we sell one for 60, and we do a 2-pack for 75 and a 5-pack bundle for 180.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm probably selling at least a bundle a week. Yesterday, it was, or no, the day before, I sold like 6 packs of 2 packs. So yeah, my AOV has gone up like exponentially.
That's awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
And then this weekend was a good weekend for you?
Yeah, $700 in sales alone yesterday.
Okay.
So,
And what's your ad spend at? You're at like what, only like 150 a day?
I did up it a little bit. I think it's like at 170 a day now
Oh, wow. Okay. And you're doing that's like an 8 ROAS on your daily ad spend
on
or
that one.
something.
Yeah, I know
That's
it's Monday.
awesome.
So
Okay.
Mondays are always like a little,
Okay. All
But
right, so what's next? Like, all right, so you've done three or maybe four consecutive 10K months. What's
mhm,
it gonna take to get to that 20K level, and what's it gonna take to get to that 50K level?
that's what I need to know. I know it takes more to make more.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I would love to talk about this just on the YouTube. Like the one of the things that we focused on when you came into the program was let's nail one niche. So we started with massage therapists to nailing that niche, having a landing page, advertorial, everything for a massage therapist, and getting that to a consistent $10,000 a month funnel. And I think that's there. I think that you can probably keep monitoring the ads on that side of things.
Hmm.
Um, but for the most part, I would kind of say, hey, that's on relatively autopilot type of thing.
Okay.
Still need to update ads, still need to kind of give it some attention. But for the most part, I'd say that's autopilot.
Hmm.
Now I know that we've been testing some new niches between tattoo artists, hairstylists, lifters, dental hygienists, all of them.
Yes.
Each niche can be a $10,000 a month niche.
Correct. And right now, I think my second one that's been getting the most traction is tattoo
Yeah.
artists. So I am focusing a little bit more on that. And then third, I'm still dabbling in the
I
hairstylists,
would just go one at a time,
one at
you
a
know?
time. All right.
Just get laser focused. Just it's rinsing and repeating what we did the last 4 months, just on a
Hmm.
compressed time frame because you know how to do it,
Right.
you know? And so it's and then you've got massage therapists at 10K a month because the way I look at it is sure you can go massage therapists and blow it up to a 50K a month thing, but it might run out after a year or two.
Hmm.
Whereas now, like the amount of new massage therapists every year, the existing total addressable market of massage therapy, like that 10K a month can ride for years. And then you
Right.
get into tattoo artists, that can ride. I mean, there's how many freaking tattoo artists around the globe?
Right.
Like every single one should have this. So yeah, so I kind of see each one having crazy longevity.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too. And I need to so for this next step, do you recommend just putting more so well, I can talk to you off this YouTube ad about budget and kind of where I should up the budget for the Hall of Fame massage, or should I increase budget towards the tattoo demographic?
Okay, well, I want to talk to you about that, but I think just
Later.
to kind of summarize what we've been talking about, it seems like you've been spending between $3,000 and $4,000 a month on Facebook ads to bring in ten to $12,000 a month in revenue.
Right.
And I know your COGS are super low, so the majority of that is going to be profit. And so
Right.
that's awesome. And I just want to like kind of congratulate you, clap it up, and just be like, wow, like I'm so happy that I have a student that like takes such great instruction and really just like crushes it. I mean, it's like when I'm like, hey, go make content, you're just like, fuck yeah. And
Yeah.
it's really exciting. So
Yeah.
yeah,
And then that's the fun part, you know what I mean? And I know that's like that's ecom. So like if you can keep making fun creative, that's most of the battle.
yeah, exactly. All right. Well, Madeline, thank you so much for your time. Really appreciate it and sharing your story with everybody.
Thank you, Stephen. Your program has been priceless. I can't thank you enough.
Well, thank you.